For my applied project, my problem of practice was improving the writing skills of preschoolers ages 4 through 5 using a tactile approach. My research design included practicing writing letters using an iPad and finger to touch on the iPad, and then practicing writing the letters using whiteboard and marker or a pen and pencil type approach. The students were able to practice the 10 specific letters on the iPad and then practice writing them on the whiteboard. I observed the children throughout the interventions and noted which letters that they were improving on writing and which letters they still struggled with. I chose the 10 different letters because I have a handful of students who struggled writing certain letters backwards or upside down, so those 10 specific letters were focused on. Through my intervention, I discovered that this research design was helpful and it did improve the abilities of my preschoolers. Other research was done by Mary and David Newman, and they did a similar research study using a tablet and focused on the children's letter writing abilities. In their study, they also saw improvement in children's abilities using this technique. I was able to see improvement of all of the preschoolers in my study in improving by 5 letters and writing 5 more letters correctly than they did at the baseline data. The reason I chose this particular research study was because I saw a need for it. My preschoolers were consistently writing those letters incorrectly and doing so in the exact same way. In my program particularly, there's also little engagement in literacy activities. Not many kids choose to complete the literacy activities. And so another reason I introduced the iPad was to engage the children more and motivate them more to complete the literacy activities. Through this intervention, they did improve their abilities as well as being more engaged in the activities because of the iPad. There is a lot that can be done for future studies. One thing in particular is looking at specific apps that can be downloaded on the iPad or a tablet to help children improve their abilities. It's important that we choose apps that are of high quality, easy to use apps that can provide scaffolding to meet individual student needs, apps that can track progress. There's a lot that can be done to research and find the best quality apps. Mary and David Newman also completed another research study on the importance of using quality apps and what that can do. They found that the more scaffolding the app provided, the better the students were able to learn, as the app could fit all types of learners at different levels. Other research ideas would be having children complete other types of tactile literacy activities that do not include the iPad. These activities could include writing letters in shaving cream, paint, sand, sugar, anything that allows the children that finger-to-touch tactile experience. In my future educational career, I'd like to implement other types of tactile literacy activities and see if that helps improve the children's abilities rather than just using the iPad. Not all children have access to a tablet or an iPad, so coming up with alternatives in how to increase their literacy writing abilities. As educators, it's imperative that we reflect and understand how we can improve and how to help our students better improve. I'm always looking for new teaching methods and activities that I can use to help specific students that are struggling and provide that scaffolding for them. And it's important that we use response interventions and continue to revisit and reteach as much as we need to help our students improve. I've learned a lot through this research project and understand the importance of doing research to help improve my preschoolers' abilities as well as improving as an educator.